Hello and welcome, family, to another special message from the Ancient Ones. My name is Dr. Mumbi. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms, family, in your own narrative. I think if you look more at what's happening on the global scene, you can see it's really about your narrating, having the correct narrative for you. We really want to thank every single person that has subscribed to the channel. We appreciate, love you. Thanks to everyone that supports us on Patreon. You guys are absolutely amazing. And you know, the message today is that learn the new you. Don't assume you're the same person today that you were yesterday. As I keep saying on this channel, family, we have closed out a major book of life as Babylon falls. Many of us have already leapt off that mental ship, and we are now establishing our new narrative. But there's a whole new you that has emerged, family. Truth has changed you. Revelations about who the people in your life and what they did and how they and why they hated you and all these things. This is really for the chosen ones. All of that has shifted your character. It has awakened you to who you really are. And for most of us, we've realized that we were never the way people saw us, the way people described us. And many of us hid behind those characters that people would place on us, project on us. Or sometimes we didn't even know that's how we were being seen. And I'll do a whole separate show on magic and personality and how people will project their personality or flip personalities. Where if you're the kind, generous person, they'll be seen as a kind, generous person, and then they'll flip their energy to you or project that to you, and they may be this mean, nasty, narcissistic person. So you'll embody that as they embody your good vibes. But that's a show for another day, family. But basically, these 2 years have awakened us, and so much has fallen away. So many falsehoods that we had about ourselves have fallen away. And so it's time for us to learn or relearn, remember more, put ourselves back together, who we really are. That is the season. We are totally new and different people. We aren't in any way, shape, or form the previous us that was naive, that was trapped in toxic relationships, that made poor decisions for ourselves, that always put others above us. All these things, family, we've left that as we've closed out that book of life. But there's a whole new us that has emerged now. A brand new us. And we've awakened like ancient information about ourselves, ancient characteristics about ourselves. Because as we've awakened our gifts, we've awakened the character that carried and embodied those gifts in those previous lives. And so it's like we have to learn ourselves again. And really look at everything like we're coming to everything, approach everything like this is the first time you're ever doing it. So don't expect the previous outcome. And don't respond in the typical way you've always responded. That's old programming, and we're shedding it. But we're brand new. And we need to learn the nuances of our character. Because these new levels require a new character, a new personality that has always been there. It's like getting to know ourselves again. Because we've just emerged from a world of hate. And immediately, without even taking a break or anything, we're entering a world of love. And these two worlds require two different us's. Many of us were so blind in this world, and then all of a sudden we can fully see. And that is just such a massive shift, family. We can speak to nature and nature responds. You know, something funny happened, and I know many people won't get it, but oh well. It's like there's these colobus monkeys that always come, and there's a moringa tree here. So every day they'll come. They've literally finished the moringa tree, and they'll take the leaves and they'll chill. But they always turn their back to me. And so, you know, I was sitting and I was observing them. I was watching them, and I was like, how come you guys never look at me? I actually said it. How come you guys never look at me? You know, and I was joking because I'd wanted to take a film. Anyway, family. Within 20 minutes, like one of them jumped, and I thought he was going towards the kitchen to try and look for something. But he came and he lay on a tree branch and looked directly at me. I got so freaked out when I saw him. And he was just looking at me, doing my thing. And at that time, I was, you know, getting ready to record, etc., etc. And it's like nature hears us. I freaked out because nature hears us, family. Some of us have ascended to levels where nature hears us. And I mean, not all nature is, I could say so much about that situation and about, you know, human souls trapped in different animal forms, but that's like advanced. But what that proved to me, like the reason that happened for me, is because it was showing me that, yo, this is not a joke thing. Like, I have reached new levels. I am communicating and moving differently, but I have to understand that. And not abuse it or misuse it, but become it. Build a wholesome character around it. And so all the things that gave me insecurities, had put me in the wrong character, had put me in the Babylon character that have now fallen away. I've closed that book. I have to release that, but I have to learn who I am. And that only happens through meditation, family, through sitting in silence. And through listening to yourself. As you connect with your spiritual team, there is also a new voice, your new voice, which wants to do things differently, which moves differently, which wants to experience probably new things that the old you would never have wanted to. But take the time, family, especially in this year of balance and restoration, to learn who you've become. Because there is nothing small about you. You have reached new levels, family. Those kings and queens and emperors and empresses and gods and goddesses that you called yourself, you now are. Listen, because as you learn yourself, even your dietary needs will be changing. So listen to the signals that your body gives you. Maybe you've eaten something all your life and it never gave you a sore tummy, and then all of a sudden you'll eat it and it starts to give you a sore tummy. Shifts, family. Energetic shifts shift everything. And the way to learn yourself is to be patient, be kind with you. And eliminate as much of that old you, that old negative self-talk. That voice needs to go. Take the time to learn who you've become. You'll be so wonderfully surprised, family. And that is the only avatar that can walk into this new dawn. Until next time, tuko pamoja.